Yeah, so it may be time to do another video for Nietzsche Abscondananda's devotees, since, they were such a lovely sentiment placed on my Christmas video after telling me that I should be genuine and I should live a, you know, fabulous life, and then tell me to go die, bitch. Yeah, bitch, go die in hell. That was so lovely. So lovely. And so this is exactly why I will continue to do the videos. Yeah, I don't care how many of your Nityananda people come and threaten me with Kal Bhairav and the big threats, and I will say to you, watch my video, hit me with your best shot that was made specifically in answer to his statement of Kal Bhairav, and I will destroy you if you make fun of me. Well, you can't get any more than that. And I'm still here, and I'm not going anywhere. Okay. So, it's New Year's. And my New Year's resolution is to continue to bring light where there is darkness. That is the function of a guru. So, no matter how much you want to say I don't have the right to comment, I have every right to comment. And in fact, if I don't, then I'm falling down on my job and not taking it seriously. So, your big thing will listen to him talk. I have listened to him talk, and he spouts nonsense. He talked about sannyas. There was nothing about sannyas in it. He didn't understand the first concept of sannyas, what it is to take those vows. And so all you're hearing is what sounds good to your ego spin. That's it. But as far as understanding any deeper teachings, anything that I've heard him speak on, there is no depth, no wisdom, nothing there. And this is a great, great sadness to see people being taken in by this because he dresses and he has this crocodile grin, and this is what con artists do. They're very personable. They have some magnetic type of a thing, and they draw people in. So again, if he were this great light guru, he wouldn't be absconding from the police. He would not be, his name at, Nityananda, my foot. It's Nietzsche Abscondananda, so let's get real about it. Now you're celebrating his birthday, which is not his birthday. Unbelievable. He now celebrates his birthday on the 1st, because it looks better. But that is not his real birthday. He is perpetuating yet another lie, and you are buying into it hook, line, and sinker. So again, on the 12th of December, there was not a huge consciousness shift. There just wasn't. Okay? Again, look. He's making all these proclamations, and none of them hold water. Absolutely none of it. I'm still standing. His threats have not gone anywhere. Okay, the consciousness shift did not happen. It only happens when you actually do the work. Then there will be consciousness shifts. But, as far as all his proclamations and things, absolutely not. So anyway, people, why do I do this? Why do I focus on it? Well, Nityananda is not the only one I've focused on. I've talked about Osho, I've talked about TM, I've talked about a number of these world gurus, and they sound good to ego because it's what ego wants to hear. It's another play. Okay, it's another thing to get involved in that's not going to threaten you in any way. Because a genuine spiritual path, I guarantee, is going to threaten you down to the core of your being. You have to actually walk through the fire to be refined. It's not all play. So I've been very honest with this with people, and I will continue to be honest with it. You know, genuine teachers will give things that are not going to be easy to hear. That's the way it is. You know, take Christ in point. If you look at really what he was saying, he was very, very hard. Okay? And he got strung up. He was, you know, done in by the people he came to, you know, talk to, by the Pharisees, the religious leaders of the day. They were the ones that wound up getting him crucified because they didn't want him to come and say the truth, that their light was darkness. That's what he came to do. He came to give the truth. And humanity does not, you know, and especially those that are in those positions, you know, of world guru or Pharisees at the time of the day. He came to speak out about what was happening. He came to give the truth to the people. Okay, they didn't, the powers that be at that time didn't like it, so they had him crucified. Bottom story. It wasn't that he came to make this great sacrifice for humanity to absolve them of their sins. You know, that was not. If you follow what he gave and you became a follower of him, then at that point, of course, it's going to benefit and it's going to change your life and you will live a life of truth, etc. Okay, so again, this is another thing that people have gotten all skewed. All I have to do is, you know, be baptized and I'm good, and that's it. You know, that's not ever what he said. This is another one people are not going to like. There has never been such a thing as Christianity. He did not come, Christ did not come to make a new religion. He was a Jew. Bottom line, Christ is a Jew. He came to be the fulfillment of the Jewish prophecy. He's the biggest Jew you can find. The fulfillment of Jewish prophecy. Hello? So people don't even understand the heritage of what they are doing. They've completely thrown out all the Jewish tradition, which he came to be a fulfillment of, and they threw it totally out to make something new. He never came to start a new religion. He came to fulfill the promises of that religion.
They turned him away there, though.
The Jews turned him away. He said, first I came to my house and my people, and I would have gathered you like hens under my wings, but you turned your back. So I went to the Gentiles. He went first to his own house, to his own people. Then when they wouldn't hear him, you know, he expanded. But yes, first he went to his house, his people. Just like in these talks, first, you know, you come and you speak to those that are supposed to have the ears to hear. If they don't have the ears to hear, then you will go and give where they can hear. Same thing. That's, you know, the function, you know, of trying to bring light into darkness. So again, I mean, this just hits so many different levels and layers. It's not only about Nityananda, it's about, you know, I've spoken about, you know, Christianity, about the Catholic Church, about Mormonism, about, you know, so many of these that have taken a little bit of knowledge and just so skewed it that it winds up not, you know, no longer representing any truth. It becomes quite dark and quite skewed, and it's not benefiting any in the end. It becomes another bondage. And so, what we are here to do is to attempt to get people out of bondage so that they can live a life that will benefit themselves, benefit humanity, and that eventually they will enter realization, which will cut all the bonds of karma and get them off of the wheel of karma, so they do not have to keep coming back and keep in that same cycle. Because if you notice in your lives, you keep repeating the same dramas over and over and over again. It doesn't matter what mask they wear, but they will be the same soap operas that you continue to perpetuate. Okay. So part of getting truth and understanding is being able to break those cycles and move forward into a better direction. So for those that are going forward to realization, understand that if you want to go to realization, you have to be willing to give up the world. You can't serve two masters. Like the Bible says, you cannot serve two masters. You cannot go towards realization, which is giving up the world and engaging in the world and wanting everything the world has. It doesn't work that way. You cannot serve God and mammon. Doesn't work. Okay. Same message. It doesn't matter what terms we put it in, the same message is being given out. There's nothing new under the sun. Okay. Excuse me, I'm still getting over this virus. So, let's try to understand what it is. Okay, if you're, engaging the world and you're not looking to get off the wheel of karma, that's okay, then fine, understand that's where you're at. You're not ready to give up the things of the world, but at least have integrity. Have honesty and integrity and transparency in your life so that your life can get better. Okay? So again, the first thing is to be honest with yourself for the New Year's. Look at your life and get honest with yourself. What is it that you want in your life? What are you willing to put on the line to get what you need to do to go forward? It's in order to do this work, I have to be willing to put myself out there and listen to this crap that comes in, like die bitch in hell, from one of, like I said, Nityananda's lovely followers, that they want to tell the world just how loving they are and how misunderstood Nityananda is, but it becomes very clear very quickly what's actually there. Okay. So again, Ma Anand, I'm not going to die in hell, and this bitch is going to continue to give out the message. So, sorry to spoil your New Year's, but I'm not going anywhere. So that's it from here. All I can say is those of you that are following Nityananda, really take a look. The actions of a guru are not to continue to abscond and elude police and spin story after story after story. Look at this fact, for Pete's sakes. If he was this big stand-up person that he's proclaiming to be, he would have gone to the jail willingly to go and say, I'm here, let's do these tests. He ran from those yet again. He's still running from those, and they are looking for him in conjunction with this other thing, with the other ashram that he was trying to take over, in which he gave up. And then, the minute the limelight down for a second, he's trying to grab it back again. So there would be nothing to hide. One can live a life of transparency, but there is nothing transparent in what he is doing. He has given every every excuse under the sun, and they've bought it all. He just picks up everything. I'm not a man. I can't have sex. Yes, I had sex. It was an experiment. Well, I needed it because to bring me out of trance. I mean, come on. Those were out of his mouth, nobody else's. How quickly you forget all the crap this man has said in conjunction with it. Just look. Go back and look at the interviews he's given. Look at what he has said. And know that they can't all be true. So he's lying. You know? I mean, it doesn't take rocket science to see that it can't be all of the above, all of the things he's been proclaiming. A truth has one thing. Lies have many. Okay, look at what he's doing. Many stories, and it's always changing. Truth does not change. That's it. When you're engaging in lies, you will continue to have story after story after story after story. Okay? Truth, very simple. It's very straightforward. It's not going to change. What I say today, I will say tomorrow. It's not going to change. If you're doing lies, you're tap dancing around everything. And one story will be better than the next. Okay, so again, you know, you want a yardstick to gauge what's going on. Is the story changing every time you turn around? Or is it one truth, straight down the line? Okay. All of these things, you know, can be checked out. None of his Nityananda's storyline holds true. Where he was at specific time, even his birth date. Even that he is skewed to make it look better than what it is. You know, it's beyond. It's really beyond. So if you really want to know if he's what he says he is, all you have to do is look and see so much of what's been manufactured. A genuine guru doesn't have a PR man. He's got a PR man to make him look better, to put out a new spin. You know, PR men are there to create a persona, to create a, you know, some type of a look. They want to try to generate that. That's what a PR man does. Okay, a genuine guru does not need a PR man to create some spin and drama around them to make them look better. You stand on your truth. And what you give out either works or it doesn't. It either stands or it falls. But there's not this nonsense of running and hiding from the police and then magically making an appearance and no, I wasn't actually running, I was, you know, just those are the actions of a con man. Pure and simple. That's it. He's one that, you know, when the problems come up, he sends the lawyer, the high-priced lawyer, out to take care of it. And then when it's taken care of, he can buy his way out, then he magically appears. Okay. He's tried, you know, he does all the double talk like TM, so he's learned that from TM, all the double talk. He's learned all the joking and all the stuff like Osho. Okay, he's taken things from all these different world gurus and put them into effect as if it's all his. He's taken unclutched from UG Krishnamurti and act as if it coined it, as if it's his own. It wasn't his own. Okay, I mean, come on. All you have to do is open your eyes and you can see what this person is doing. That's all. A lot of double talk, like TM, that says nothing. And people think it's so deep because they can't understand it. You can't understand it because it's crap. It says nothing. It's circular. You know, genuine truth is very simple. You cut through. You may not want to hear it, but it's like a knife. It'll cut to the bone. It's very straightforward. There's no circular drama around it. We'll start and then we'll go way over here and over there and over there. And by the time we finally get back to it, you've forgotten what the heck you were started talking out about, you know. So again, you know, for this New Year's people, I hope that those that are with Nietzsche, Abscondananda, will awaken, you know, and that they get some genuine light. I would really love, with all my being, to see this case go forward and not be drug out, and that's what he's hoping. It just continues to get drug out, and people continue to be beleaguered and threatened by him until they go away. Please do not give up, do not go away, you know, stand your ground. And, you know, he's got all these people signing this petition to drop the case from court. I would like to see a petition go forward where people would sign it and bring the case to court. Finally, make him responsible for his actions and bring this case to court. So unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. Somebody trying to get a petition signed to get the case dropped from court. He cries religious persecution. There's no religious persecution. That has nothing to do with religious persecution. You can't go lie to people, tell them it's Tantra and we're going to see porn and we're going to do this and that and make them sign it and then say you're being religiously persecuted. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. So let's hope that 2013 starts to get some ethics within it, and that some of these long-standing things get worked out, that they come to an end. As far as another, let me leave you with this last one. He said that by December, this would all be cleared up and would be gone. December's come and gone. The court cases are still pending against him. They haven't gone anywhere. So look at again at your brilliant lights statements. They are not true. It hasn't gone away. It's still pending. So yet again, another of his prophecies have fallen flat. So again, if you look at what people are saying and they are making these type of statements and it's not coming true, it's not, then they are a, what's the word we're looking for? L-I-E-R, liar, 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 liar. I think that's the word we're looking for. Liar, the big L. The big L. So, you know, you can't continue to make predictions. None of them come true. And then just keep, well, moving on. You don't look at that. Don't look at that. We'll look at this, what's new coming up. No, you gotta take the whole thing into context and look and see what holds water and what doesn't. So that's it. I wish all a Happy New Year's. We're past Merry Christmas now. That part is done and moved forward. So even Nityananda's devotees, everybody, all of humanity, even Nityananda, I hope they all have a very good New Year's and that some light comes in. And so that, because again, I wouldn't want to be him when he passes for what he has done. He will not get away with it forever. Better that he gets the retribution while he's on this plane than when he gets to the next one, because I guarantee it will be much worse there than here. So I will leave it at that. Everybody make New Year's resolutions that are going to benefit you and benefit humanity.